Hey everybody, I'm back. Just want to start off by saying that I'm not an expert or here to give you some sort of advice on how to live your life. I'm here merely telling you about myself and how I get through things. And if you hear something that might help you, and take it with a grain of salt, and maybe you could apply it, use it, or maybe I just say something that you're supposed to hear. That'll help you. But I know this is something that I've been doing every day for the last 4 years, and it's helped me tremendously. Actually, no. I'd say the last 2 years is when I got really heavy duty with what I'm doing now. But I have been writing for the last 4 years. So I just want to mention that. But today I woke up in a certain way. I did the same thing that I do every day, right? I got up, dropped to my knees, gave thanks. But as I was going to get my coffee and get my literature to read, I looked at the time, and it was like 10:30, 11 o'clock. More like 10:30. And right now it's 12. My mind went poof. It went crazy. I didn't know what these feelings started happening. I felt like I was running, like I had lost time, like I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on? This started rushing. So now my body chemistry started changing. So my thoughts and my physical feelings didn't match up my current circumstances because there was nothing around me that was going on. I was just going to get my coffee. I was going to sit down and read the same thing that I do every morning. The only thing that changed was the time. So what's this all about? I was reading, and I kept reading more and more because my mind kept wandering. The thought kept going over here. Remember another video I was talking about distractions. So this was in the back of my head, and this was time. Time was telling me, hurry up, let's go. You're late. What are you doing? These things are happening. What happened? Oh, like that. But nothing changed in my environment. The only thing that changed was time. So why is my mind doing this to me? So, waking up like with a quarter or almost a half of the day just didn't feel good. Normally I try to get up around 5 a.m. That's an alarm time I set. Sometimes I don't have to use it, but if I don't set the alarm, if I get to bed when I'm supposed to get to bed, I try to be in bed by 10. I set an alarm to go to bed at 10. Can you believe it? But I do. This way it reminds me that if I go to bed at 10, usually I'll wake up automatically without an alarm around 6 a.m. But I like being up at 5 because I don't know, it just does it for me. I get up, I don't know what's going on. I'm still kind of in that sleepy state and everything is just happening. And then when I allow my body to connect with my mind, I'm in my readings and I'm absorbing that. I'm absorbing that piece through my eyes. Externally, I'm taking that in. I'm like, man, I don't have to. It's like I'm not even thinking for myself. All of this is taking place and the pieces coming in. And while this is happening, guess what? I'm sitting by the window and the sun is coming up. So it's like everything's coming together for me. And that's how I want to wake up. It feels great. It feels great, but I didn't do that today. So, My body felt great from the rest that I got from staying in bed, but my mind was off. It was off. So, and the reason why I went to bed late is because I wanted to watch a movie, a mindless activity that I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news. I get bits and pieces in my life when people talk about things, and it's great because I don't have to get involved in the gossip or the hate or the politics, because I say, listen, I don't watch the news, and then they tell me their opinion, and I listen to a little bit, and I go, okay, well, I don't know. I can't give you an opinion on it because I don't watch it. But what happens is I wind up listening to several different opinions, and then, I might YouTube certain newscasts, or something like that, just to see what it's all about or what they're talking about, if I care, to be honest with you. But if it becomes serious, like it seems like things are serious in today's world, is it going to affect me? That's what I ask myself. Are they shooting at me right now? Are they mortaring my residence? Then it's really not affecting me. But people might say, well, it's going to affect you. But they're not shooting at me. Anything else, I'll just have to work through. So, let's see here. I'm going to go with my reading, January 10th. It says 11:25 a.m. That's when I started writing. So I was up, earlier. But let's go on with this. So I'm going to start halfway through because I started talking about what I was already talking about here. Okay. So it says here, I woke up physically feeling refreshed, but mentally feeling rushed. First off, I don't touch my phone. I don't check my messages until I connect. In that connection, I was lost this morning with this, waking up earlier. The sun, the beautiful sun, was already up. I like it when it rises. I'm already awake and already awake. For some reason, I found myself making my bed in a hurry today. Telling myself I have to read, write, do video, all of it in a rushed thought. Like I have no time. Feeling like I messed up. My mind was telling me, why did you go to bed so late? Beating myself up, putting myself down, attempting to put me in into a place of self-pity. Why? I don't need to be any place, or do I? I want to have a full connection with life while the sun is present. I don't like the way this feels, or the way I was feeling before. But I know it's in my mind generating these thoughts because there is nothing wrong. My mind is telling me I have no time. That's what it was telling me. I have no time. You got to hurry up. Let's go. And I was getting all rushed. I have to get these things done is what my mind was telling me. But I was picking out things. I got to do this. 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 Like it's life or death. Like there is no time. My heart began to race as if I messed up. Once I realized this, I began to breathe. I jumped into my readings and slowly took control of this different change in my body chemistry, my heart racing. Every time I began drifting in thought, I stopped. I closed my eyes and took 3 deep breaths. Everything on my body and my breathing rhythm, that's what I was focusing on. Feeling my lungs expand and contract, my rib cage and stomach moving, all in sync. A rhythm, breathing in life, exhaling the rush thoughts. I am in control, not my thoughts. Reality is not feeling associated with war. That's the reality. My body chemistry was changing. It felt like, that if I didn't accomplish a task, so feeling of not accomplishing a task could lead to your death or your buddies. I'm not being shot at, mortared. Rockets aren't coming in, so I could slow it down. Yeah, it's kind of like that's what was happening. I was feeling rushed, like it was a life or death situation for me. Like, oh, you got to do it. Like everything in me was just flying at 100 miles an hour, and there was no reason for it. Look, I'm sitting right here. This is the same thing. It's quiet. Nothing was happening. But yet my body and my mind was all over the place for no reason. So I could slow it down. These pages help me more than I even know. These pages, writing, putting this on paper. I'm able to look at it. I'm able to write it down. I'm able to get it out. If I didn't write it, I'd probably make a call. But then if I made the call, my thoughts probably would have went somewhere else. You know, sometimes we wind up blaming. Oh, this is why, you know, but putting these thoughts down on paper, I get to release it. So I say here, these pages help me more than I even know. Thank you, Lord, for giving me life and the people in it. It's great to be able to communicate with so many. And I want to thank you all for listening to me. Hopefully I reached somebody or touched something that somebody might be going through. And if anything, if you have my information, reach out to me. Maybe I could help you through something. Maybe I could be that ear for you to talk to. Until the next one, God bless. Peace.